Been a busy day here on the House of Orange. What's up once again? Welcome. Thank you for tuning in. Go talk some Lady Vols basketball. Lady Vols come up short tonight. Good effort. Good effort from this team to come up short 82-77 against LSU. It was a game they were pretty competitive in most of the game. Got down by, I can't remember the exact amount. They were down at one point, I know, close to 10 points. They come back, took the lead, not able to finish it, though, as, I think it just come down to LSU. LSU was better at the free throw line. LSU hit the bigger shots when it mattered down the stretch. Nothing, if you're this Lady Vols team, to hang your head about moving, not tonight. And, we'll look at where they are moving forward as well. Of course, they had the big win over UConn on Thursday night. To me, though, they've not yet gotten that big SEC win yet. They went undefeated in non-conference play, but can they get that big SEC win before the end of the season? And, maybe it comes in the SEC tournament. Maybe it comes later on as well, as far as where they're at, what they're doing. And, but, the thing of it is, down the stretch, they really don't have that big opportunity left, like an LSU or South Carolina or anything. So if they're going to get it, it's going to have to come in either the SEC women's tournament here in Greenville, or it's going to have to come in the NCAA tournament as well. And that, that's all right. There's nothing down about it. I mean, the Lady Vols now go to 4-6 in conference. And other than the Vanderbilt game was extremely winnable. Other than that, the other five, there's nothing you hang your head about. Texas, when you lost close on the road, they beat South Carolina today. South Carolina, all these games have been within 10 points is the thing of it. So this team is all year long. They've been competitive. They've taken care of business. They've done their job. They've given themselves chances at the ends of games. They finished against UConn. They haven't finished in SEC play. And like I said, to me, it would be big for them to run the table moving forward and then get into conference play or conference tournament and finish it off. But look at this game today for the Lady Vols. Your main leading scorer, Ruby Whitehorn, 21, Spear, 19, Cooper, 16, Spearman, 15. And you really didn't get much at Tess Darby hit a big three later in the game. That was her only points of the game. Boyd had 1 point. Puckett, nothing. Let's see. Samara Spencer had no points today. She only took one shot today. That's kind of odd to me why that was the case. Alyssa Latham, nothing. Hollingshed, only 2 points today. Your most efficient on the day. Jewel Spear, most efficient. Spearman, next. Cooper, then Whitehorn on it. Now, looking at the stats on the day, what stood out to me on it? Lady Vols shot 48% from field goal. LSU shot 38. 3-point, 33-35. Lady Vols, LSU on it. Right here's a big difference to me. Lady Vols were 13 out of 20 from the free throw line. LSU was 20 out of 22. They've got to get better at their free throw shooting. It bit them today. It's going to bite them again down the stretch if they don't get better at that. Rebounds, I can live with this one, 41-37, because LSU dominated the boards the first time they play. I can live with only a 4 rebound difference. Turnovers today, Lady Vols had 19 to only 13 for LSU. That's a big difference. That's a little more uncharacteristic. Points in the paint, Lady Vols had 42-30. LSU were 16-7 in fast break points, 6 blocks to 5 for LSU, 8-7 steals for LSU, and then 14 assists to 10 for LSU. Here is one, though, that stands out to me. Layups. I've seen a lot of you on the day. But they say, well, if the Lady Vols would hit their layups, they win the game. Here's the thing of it, though. LSU, 11 out of 26 on layups. Lady Vols, 16 out of 26. So if you really want to play that game, LSU probably wins by a whole lot more if they hit their layups versus the Lady Vols. And it's really amazing a lot of times, men's and women's, when you start looking at those layup stats as to just how many are missed. And you got to factor in they're contested. If all these were just wide open layups and you were missing that many, I think it would be a whole lot more alarming. It is infuriating to watch close shots missed, but to me, the big stat on the day that stood out is the free throws. Because for Lady Vols, you just hit a few more on it. But I mean, they lose by 5, 82-77. I don't know what more you could have done today. Again, when you factor in LSU was only 11 out of 26 on layups today, and they shot 90% from free throws. It was a tall task. It was going to take a lot today for them to win this game. The two big things that stand out to me is the free throws and the fact that why was Samara Spencer only had one field goal attempt all day? She had 4 boards, 5 assists. I mean, she played good basketball other than that, but normally we rely on her for at least a couple threes a game or something. She only had one field goal today, one field goal attempt. So, for some of you, leave me a comment on it. Was it the fact that LSU took her out of it? Was she just not seeking the shot? What happened there today? You got to give credit. Spear, Whitehorn, Spearman, Cooper, they kept this team. They carried the team today. Those 4 did today. I think it was a respectable enough game by Lady Vols. I don't know where you look at this one and say, here's where we could have went. I think it just come down to LSU made more shots down the stretch and LSU hit more free throws on it. That to me were the two differences, because I don't see just a lot of discrepancies in the stats. I don't see a lot of discrepancies other than the free throws and the fact that Spencer only had one shot, no points today. I think it was one thing I noticed, and we got to fix this one. Under a minute, you need points. And it worked out. Ruby Whitehorn got the and one, but still, you used the whole shot clock. This team has got to have more urgency when they're down under a minute to go. Yeah, I get it if you're up. You weren't up in that scenario. And this has happened. Felt like it was the same thing in the South Carolina game as well. They just took their time. And I get it. You don't want to rush or you don't want to take a careless shot. But at the same time, you've got to get a shot up and make something happen on it. But, again, no shame on the road at LSU, who has only lost one game to South Carolina. I'm not a believer in moral victories at all. This is just, this team's close. They are close. Can they, down the stretch, can you finish this schedule? This schedule moving forward, you have now Auburn at home Thursday night, Ole Miss at home next Sunday, Alabama at home the following Thursday. So you got 3 home games in a row. You're at Florida the 23rd. You're at Kentucky February 27th. You conclude with Georgia and Knoxville. To me, this Lady Vols team can run the table. I expect them to take care of business at home. To me, that Kentucky game stands out as the toughest of the group. But I fully expect this team will and can run the table down the stretch. Then you get March 5th through 9th, Bond Secures Arena here in Greenville. If you're going to be there for it, let me know. Leave me a message on it. I'm planning on, normally I could get tickets through Greenville County Schools here where I teach, and I'm gonna try to catch as many Lady Vols games as I can that weekend. So if you're gonna be in town, you're gonna be at the game, leave me a message, and maybe we can do a Lady Vols meetup or something somewhere close to the arena there. But let me know on that. But I'm gonna wrap up on that. Tough night again, come up just a bit short, but still, I think based on what Kim Caldwell, this staff they've done this year, it's an A plus. It's an A plus just based on you went undefeated in non-conference play. You haven't lost a single game by what's the most, 7 points, if I'm not mistaken. Your recruiting, your portal, I thought they did excellent in the portal. The recruiting's been off the charts. Still, big things are coming. Things are looking really good for Kim Caldwell and this Lady Vols program. You guys have a great rest of your evening. This is Frank. This is the House of Orange. No matter whether it's win or loss, it's always a great day to wear the orange.